Oh, yeah.
Folks, I have a confession to make. Anytime you've seen me in my videos talking about being in my studio, I don't actually have a studio. I'm in my messy ass garage. Anytime you've seen my videos talking about my local comic book shop, I don't actually own a local comic book shop. It's just the place I buy all my comic books at. But that young Ripper is a lying grifter. He won't even show us his warehouse. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or soon thereafter. And I'm a little late today, and I apologize. I hope you're all having a very good day today. I hope you've had a great week, a great weekend. We've got some fun we're gonna have tonight, you know, because that's what we do here, right? That's what we do here on the 2nd Street Marvel, is we have fun. We talk about comic books, you know, these comic books that I like to read that, you know what, not a whole lot of other people out there like. I love indie comic books, and it don't matter what indie comic book it is, I'll give it a try. If it's a horror, if it's one of those slice of life kind of books, if it's even a YA. I did a YA book this week. There's some YA books that come out that are actually pretty good. There are. Let me tell you. But that's what I like to talk about here, you know? Comic books, independent comic books that I like to read, that you should probably read too if you like reading comic books. I mean, who wants to read all those, you know, all those Marvels and those DCs and stuff? I mean, they're all right. I know there's probably a whole lot of people out there that are telling you they're woke and all this stuff. And can we just be honest about something? Isn't that what we want to do? We want to be honest. If we're just being honest, there's a lot of it out there. There's comic books and stuff like. They're not really they're not really woke or anything like that, but I will tell you that some of them, the writing's just bad and subjective. Like to me it is, because some of them, to me, I'm like, what is this? But I will tell you, quite honestly, I've come across that several times here when reading some of the indie comic books. It happens in indies too as well. But you know what? Worrying about that isn't what I'm worried about. I'm just worried about reading good comic books. If they've got good art and good stories, I want to read them. And I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if it's YA, if it's horror, if it's slice of life. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Some of the slice of life books are actually some of my favorites. There was one that came out several months ago. It completed. I believe there's probably a trade paperback getting ready to come out soon if it hasn't already. That is actually, you know, probably, it's got a lot of things in there that probably a lot of people probably wouldn't like. And well, it's one of my favorites that I've read this year. It's great. It's got great art. But that's the thing. It's got all some of that LGBTQ stuff in it, but it's very little. It's sprinkled in, but it's actually part of the story. It's actually part of the story itself, and it's not a story that's telling you about any kind of rights or the world we live in or anything like that. It's a slice of life story that's like kind of a multiversal kind of thing, and it's absolutely great. So just because something out there is about something that might have things, you know, maybe ingredients of something that you don't like, doesn't mean that it's not good. Doesn't mean that it couldn't be good. You know, one of the things I would actually argue with a lot of the woke people out there, well, maybe they're not woke. Are they anti-woke? I don't know anymore. I'm not really for sure anymore. But one of the things I like to argue, and this actually even goes with, the politics in comic books kind of thing as well, is that, like, a lot of the things that you probably enjoy most probably are woke and probably do have politics in them. The difference is that you have a good writer in there writing a good story, and it's maybe thought-provoking, and you can have a good time with it. Or maybe not a good time. Maybe it's not a good time, but maybe it's okay, like, can you watch like fucking like Schindler's List or some shit and be like, oh yeah, that was great, that was a good time, right? Like, but you get it. You have fun watching the show. You have fun watching the movie. And yeah, there's a lot of things out there that have that stuff in there that I guarantee you probably like. But again, it comes down to that writing, doesn't it? It comes down to the writing. It's not it in itself of whatever it is that somebody would accuse you of. That's not what it is that bothers you. It's typically that sloppy writing. Just, yeah, it's not good. And believe me, there's plenty of not good writers out there. But you know what? Most of the time here, I talk about the ones I like. Occasionally we'll get into and laugh at some of the shit that I don't like, and I'll usually show it to you on screen and show you what I don't like about it, and we'll laugh about it. And maybe I'll toss the comic book in the background and we'll have a laugh, and I'll go, I don't know. But seriously, seriously, that's one of the things. I actually got a couple of extra books that I actually picked up that I didn't review on Thursday. Well, was that Thursday? It was just yesterday, huh? Man, was that Thursday? Might have been Wednesday. Pretty sure it was Thursday. It's been that kind of a week, folks. But I picked up a couple because today I actually went by I went by Horizon Comics here in Lancaster, California, and they had a couple of books there that I didn't have that I seen. I picked up. Like, they had this one there on the shelf. I didn't see this is on Bliss on Tap Publishing. This was a Duel. It's a killer's game. Want to play? This is from Curtis Martins and Alex Cormack. It was Alex Cormack who sold me. I seen the cover. I was like, that looks like Alex Cormack art. And sure enough, Alex Cormack's name is right there on the cover. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. I've never heard of Bliss on Tap Publishing, and yeah, let's give it a shot. So I went ahead and picked that up. I haven't got a chance to read it. I mean, it was just earlier. I just picked it up a little bit earlier there at the shop. Was there at the shop talking with the owner. Just talking about some of the shit that maybe we'll talk a little bit about tonight that we've talked about the past couple of weeks. Well, maybe we didn't last week. Did we? Maybe we just actually done something about it, and that's what it is a lot of times. Like, there's times when people always talk about doing stuff, but they never really do anything. Never really do anything about it, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that. People like they talk about stuff and they never really do anything about it. Maybe we were there talking about some of the stuff. Me and the owner there, Richard, we were talking. But I picked these up while I was there. They actually had Death Rage. This is these right here on Merc Publishing, guys. These right here are ones that I actually got the crowdfunded versions of here in the pools with all my crowdfunded stuff. I've actually got these, but this is Death Rage issue number 2. This is Death Rage issue number 2 right here. I'm not sure which one's the main variant. I'm guessing I have to look at the UPC number, but I'm guessing it's this one, and this one's probably the second one. But you check that out there. Couple of great covers. I didn't even see who it was that did these covers. Don't know who's the. I'd have to check to see on these. But I went ahead and picked these up because I wanted to check out and see what the difference is between the original Kickstarter versions and these retail versions. We're gonna have some videos of that coming up here on the channel. One of these days I'll get some time to get those done because there's some definite differences between, say, Ms. Meow issue number 1 and the one that's available at your local comic book shop. Definitely some differences, and I can't remember how many there were on 2. I think I skimmed through 2 a little bit as well, and seen some. But I wanted to check that out, kind of do some videos showing those off. But these books right here, folks over at Merc Publishing, doing some pretty good work over there. And I think even just in the short amount of time they've been doing their books from originally with Death Rage issue number 1 all the way till now, where we're at on. I think the latest one was Born of Blood issue number 2, I believe. was the latest Kickstarter they did. Aside from they did like they did a swimsuit special one too, and then they also did recent an art book one. But I think the last one they did was Born of Blood 2. And so, but now a lot of these are available at your local comic book shop for $4.99 instead of getting some of the ones that we get there on the Kickstarter were for just the regular, what they called the retail variant, which isn't the one you get in the retail shops, in the local shops, but those were $10. Those were $10. And a lot of times the crowdfunding books typically do cost a little bit more, but I can't wait to check these out. But they also had this one right here that came in as well. I'm guessing it was probably, I don't know, maybe a 1 in 10 or so. But this one right here for one that came out this week, there's Miss Meow, issue number 4. And I'm not sure who did this one. I just seen they had it there at the shop. Garbo? Greg Bow. Yeah, I don't know. It was a nice cover. It was an extra one, had there. I figure why not, right? Why not? But yeah, that's I don't know, some of the goodies I picked up this week. I mean, what'd you guys pick up? Did you guys pick up anything good? Did you guys go watch any good movies? Did you watch any good TV shows? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna set these down over here. We'll get into that. Let's see. Let's see who I've got here. And guys, if you're here, make sure you give the video a like and make sure you share it out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out. Get on Twitter and come out and share it and say, look, this son of a bitch is talking shit about so and so. And and tag somebody, tag somebody out there, and somebody big. Make it seem like because look. If I'm gonna do it, I ain't going after no fucking small fish, all right? Like I'm going after the fucking big kahuna, baby, all right? That's how we. That's just, I don't know. That's just me. That's just how we roll.
Bermuda, baby.
That's fucking right. Bermuda, baby. Okay, we've got my man Jason from Polyhedral Paradise here. What is up, my man Jedi Mike? I'll fly my freak flag frequently. Oh man, no. Oh man. You know what? Not even gonna go there. Oh man, hope you're doing good. We got Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories. Parker in the building as well. Thank you so much for being here. It says She-Hulk latest episode. Thumb down. Let's see, we got Brandon 698 in the building. What is up? Yeah, they have Twitter. I take it you were here. You probably seen the video. I released the short here on the channel just a little bit earlier. I released a short. You know what? I realized that might have been a little bit too high. All right, let me know how the audio was. Was it peaking out? It seems like it might have been. All right, it should be better now. And I just tuned it down just a hair, but yeah, dude, it's you know what? But like we'll get into that. We'll get into some of that because some of that kind of stuff is like kind of some of the stuff I want to talk about with regard to all these idiots with the oh man, the stock photos, man. You can't be using them stock photos. You can't be using them stock photos in your videos and your thumbnails, man. All the tubes and all the boxes in the warehouse is fake. Yeah, it's all fake, man. It's Shulk. Yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah. Eric the Guapo in the building. What is up? How are you doing? He's like, I'm not even real. I'm not even real. You can't even see this, right? You don't even see nothing. Right. Oh man, how you doing? We talked Muzak too. Yeah. All I have is a white wall I record my videos in front of. Never mind, a half studio garage. Yeah, right? There you go. The actual person. Skip and Tosh in the building. What is up, my man? Yeah. Not every comic can be as good as Gun Honey. You know, ain't that the damn truth? And and that's the funny thing. You ever notice that? Like, that's something like Gun Honey is kind of proof of that. Gun Honey, I would say. And, and just like, what's that other one? That movie everybody's been praising, right? That movie, like, I know people get tired of hearing about it. but Top Gun Maverick, right? And the thing is, like, you read a book like Gun Honey, and you're watching a movie like Top Gun Maverick, and you know what? And that's the thing. That's the thing about like what we're talking about here is exactly that. It's like you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to you don't have to do anything special. You can just stick to the basics. You don't have to do anything original, and you can get the damn job done. You like Gun Honey isn't the first book that's ever written about like some female spy who does espionage shit, but she just takes guns and gets them into place. That's not the first. There's nothing original about that. But is there? I don't know. It sounds like something that's been done. People getting shit in where it shouldn't be and planting it there for people to use. Anyway, but like nothing original. Like but it's good. It's just good, right? It's just good. It's just good. And Top Gun Maverick, it's the same thing. It's like they didn't do anything special in the movie. Hell, I even seen this one little meme that the Top Gun Maverick is just Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, you know what? And I remember sitting in the theater when they were talking about the mission and what they had to do. I'm like, hey, isn't that just like? And sure enough, like somebody eventually came out with the video, and I'm just like, yeah, it is, man. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad I'm not there. You don't have to do you don't even have to do anything original. You just gotta just do it and make it fun, right? I'm the variant of the actual person meant to be in my place talking to you. Right. I've been there. Been there, Aaron. Been there. Eric the Guapo says slice of life isn't my thing. I'm a superhero, classic sci-fi horror guy. All right. Yeah, that works out. That's fine. But yeah, it's funny too. Like who would have known? Like, and you know what? I don't like every slice. I'm sure like just the ones I've read, I've liked, because some of them I just kind of stumbled upon. I'm like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Like I tried it out, and I'm like, hey, all right. Maybe not knowing, like, yeah, it sounds okay. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with some slice of life. Yeah. Yeah. I can give a fuck about who published the book as long as it's interesting and execute. Yeah, exactly, Skip. I really don't give a shit. Yeah. Sleep not. Good writers can write about controversial topics in a way that it doesn't villainize or push away readers. Yeah, exactly. Well, it would probably be a departure from what we've seen from Marvel thus far. It looks like Twilight Zone meets old horror films meets Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah, absolutely. It looks great. It does. Dune is a great example of that. The whole series revolves around the idea that classic heroes can be harmful to society, but they're because of their rigidity. Yeah, yeah. And I haven't seen Dune like in a long time, but yeah. Water is just liquefied universe that you are drinking, billions of years old. Hey, sounds good to me. I like liquefied universe. Miss Meow. Yeah. Nice looking whammon. Yeah. Watched Andor 8.5. I still haven't watched it. I'm a taxi Mulu. There you go. Yeah. Jonathan, what is up? My man. Hey, man. We need to hit another show one of these times, man. That was some good times. Yeah, I meant to message you. You know, it's funny. It's been a while. It had been a while since I even checked. Yeah. It'd been a while since I even checked my account, and then I seen you sent that shit through, and I was like, oh hey, shit. It was like perfect timing by the time I ever even noticed, man. All good. I hope you're doing well. Hope all's going well. I'm sure you've been busy. Hell yeah. River Short was yeah. You like that? If I watch my any good movies, I'll watch a movie called Dirt, a biopic about Motley Crue. You should see in the reenactment. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you the Dirt. I was gonna do a review of that. Maybe I need to watch it and do a review. But the movie The Dirt, it was all right. But there's some stuff in there they definitely glossed over. And I get why. But like altogether, it's kind of like we need a good movie production of that. Because there's a whole lot of shit they left out. If you ever like, just, you know what? Fuck it. Just go to Barnes and Noble or wherever you can. You could probably find a local bookshop, probably even better, near you, that probably has a used copy that you can go and buy. But go buy a copy of Motley Crue's The Dirt. It's just the book version. It's you gotta read. There's some pretty pictures in it. But go read The Dirt, man. Like I like that. The Dirt, like what it's based off of. That book is fucking great. And it's one of those books like you read and it's really good. Just kind of like Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson did his, I think it was like his first one that I'm guessing he's got more by now. But his first book he did, I think it's called Long Hard Road Out of Hell. But his first book, fucking excellent book. There's a lot of books out there I really do like that. And you know what? I would really love a book from Faith No More, like an autobiography from Faith No More. All the guys in the group writing like their, like kind of like The Dirt is, where they're all just like writing their version of shit, writing their stories, and it all gets fucking slapped together. And then maybe they have times, maybe they're all together, you know, kind of talking about stuff, you know, like in retrospect and all that shit. Maybe something like that, because like seeing some of those, like, because they're one of the band, like they're one of my favorite fucking bands ever. But not only that, you know, you hear a lot of stories about so much tension and shit between those fucking dudes behind the scenes and everything. But everything they do on the fucking albums, man, is just mwah. It's the best. It's the best, Jerry. It's the best. But yeah, I've seen that. It's a pretty good one. And yeah, Ozzy Osbourne's crazy. Like, wasn't he the one fucking snorting ants? Had these motherfuckers snorting ants and shit? Yeah. All the time you only had all this time, yours is the only bald head I love. There you go. There you go. Haven't watched any shows, but I watched a movie called Mojave. It was good. Mojave, huh? Movie called Mojave. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah. I bet we are at the point where the basics are rare and proven to work. Yep. Exactly. Anyone watch Pam and Tommy? I didn't actually. I didn't watch that one. That was like Sebastian Stan, right? Right, Sebastian Stan in that. I didn't watch it. Quentin in the building. What's up, Quentin Time Podcast? Hope all is going well with you. Snort answers an easier, softer way. Right. Yeah. No, that's what they did. Like that, and like remember different stories. Just they did. Yeah, they did a lot of stuff. My damn comments keep disappearing. Oh, really? Oh, what happened? Here, you know what? I don't have my. Maybe I need to pop up my YouTube chat and see what it's. The YouTube one. I'm looking at the one through. I'm looking at the one through. Through what's it called? Through Streamlabs. And oh yeah, I don't see. I don't even see any comments yet. Two brothers. My damn comments keep You know what? Here, maybe we just need to do this. Look, we'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that for these guys. There we go. We'll do that for these guys. And then you won't have to worry about it. Yeah, Winter Soldier was banging. Two Bros Comics, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a very good evening. Guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to Two Brothers Comics, make sure you go check them out. There's a link down in the description. Absolutely great, guys. One of these days, I'm going to make it to the East Coast. I'm going to meet Mike Porter. We're going to meet Two Brothers Comics. We're going to have some drinks. I don't know. I don't know if they smokes. Not like I do. Don't worry, it's just an iced tea. Yeah. Trinity, a man of the community for the community. Yes. Yes, I am. Let me tighten up my tie here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Star Wars MCU-OG, thank you so much for being here. Oh, we got aggressively relaxing here. Ho, 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 ho. Says we talking Sebastian Stan. That's me, bro. I love that little Jamaican crab man. Jamaican crab man. That's funny. That's funny. You know, like, I think one of the first movies I remember seeing him in outside of the MCU was, man, what was the name? Man, what was the name of that movie? With that little hot ass white chick from that nerd show and she kind of got the annoying voice where she was was she a cheerleader? Was she a cheerleader maybe? Or was it gymnastics? I think it might have been gymnastics. And Sebastian Stan was in there and he was like a coach, a workmate or something, or like they maybe they did dance, or was it ice skating? It wasn't ice skating. I'm thinking of. I'm getting into the cutting edge now. Shit, what was the name of that movie? I almost want to get into IMDb now and look it up. Yeah. That's the only other thing I've really ever seen him in outside of that. I think there was something else. But yeah. I think he should definitely be in more shit than he's probably in, but I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, maybe he's just got talents that make him good for like one kind of thing, and he's kind of like, hey, man, that's my wheelhouse. I'm sticking to it. Shit, it works. No, hey, you do what you got to do, man. You do what you got to do. Yeah. Community of enchanted suits. Stop it, Jedi Mike. I can't wait for that, dude. Yeah. Drinks. Yeah, some drinks. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Winter Soldier, if Marvel ever continues the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I want a version of Wanda's twins as villains and Hydra agents in the series. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about that goofy ass Hulk they rolled out at Disneyland this week? I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything about that. I haven't seen it. In Infinity, yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll have to look into that. Night at the Roxbury? No. Sebastian Stan's not in. Is he? He'd be pretty young in that. I think he'd be pretty young in that. But Night at the Roxbury is great, man. Night at the Roxbury is a great one. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Like, that's all I think of when I think of that song. I think of that. Who does that song? I always forget who is that song. Is it Hadaway? It's Hadaway, isn't it? Is it Hadaway that does that song? What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. That's just fucking funny, dude. That fucking movie cracks me up, and it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid, but that's what's so great about it too. You telling me the Winter Soldier is in Bring It On? No, it wasn't Bring It On. It wasn't in Bring It On. Man, like, okay, it was Hadaway. See, I was about to see. I know my shit. See, when I was growing up, motherfuckers like me and Jason over here. Motherfuckers like me and Jay, we didn't have fucking IMDb. We didn't have fucking Google. We didn't have all that bullshit at our fucking fingertips to be like, oh, hey, you know what you had to do? You had to own the shit or had a friend that owned the shit, or maybe you had to read the movie and watch the credits, or you had the fucking lining of the CD that you had to read the lyrics on, and you had to see who the artists were, who the singers, the songwriters, the guitarists, you had to learn all that shit. You had to learn it all. There was none of this little. Let's get on IMDb and look up Sebastian Stan. I'm telling you. Doing this makes me feel like a. Oh, I better. No. Better not. Right? Better not say that word again. I did that one time ago. Actually, I didn't really get any trouble or anything. I don't even know if anybody knew. Sebastian Stan. Okay, let's check this out. All filmography, 54. Okay, it was a handful of years ago. Wasn't I, Tanya? Wasn't that? Wasn't Logan Lucky? Wasn't Ricky and the Flash? There we go. The bronze. The bronze. That was it. The bronze. That one. The bronze. Yeah. It was a silly movie. It was kind of funny. Is it a rom-com? I mean, it's kind of a rom-com, but kind of not really. I mean, I guess. Comedy, drama, sport. Yeah, I guess. It's a rom-com sport. I don't know what you would call that. Yeah. I broke the widow again. What? Oh. Oh yeah. It's a classic. Yeah. But I always got that song Hadaway. I always got it mixed up with somebody else too. I don't know why. Like, for whatever reason, like his name instead of Hadaway, I would think it was somebody else. But yeah. It is a good one. Like hearing that song too, it also reminds me of like the skating rink back in the day. We used to go skating all the time, and like, yeah. fucking used to rule the skating rink, man. That shit was great. That shit was great. Winter Soldier was in Hot Tub Time Machine. Was he? Was he? The second one? Because don't even give me that second one bullshit. Like, if you, like, look, Hot Tub Time Machine 2 doesn't exist. Like, doesn't even exist. I remember when Hot Tub Time Machine 2 came out, I remember thinking it was stupid of me to even waste the fucking dollar renting it from Redbox. But I, like a dumbass, I wasted my money anyway. And certainly, I didn't waste my fucking time after I wasted my dollar. Because I put that damn movie in. I got like 10 minutes into that shit. I'm like, I cannot take any more of this. I fucking took it out and never watched it again. Didn't even fucking think about it. Not ever gonna think about it. All I know is I took that shit out and it fucking returned it. Returned it. I made sure I didn't pay no late fees on that shit neither. It was there on time. It was there on time. Does Redbox even exist anymore? Does Redbox? I don't even know if Redbox exists anymore. Like shit. Like I don't know. Did the pandemic shut them down? Anyway. But there's something else I was getting ready to talk about. There's something else I was getting ready to talk about. Skating rinks. We're talking about the movie. Yeah. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Shit. That movie don't exist. The movie don't exist. Hadaway is about to play a show in Germany. Nice. Hell yeah. Are you going? Fuck yeah. Gee, I was mad if a cassette or CD didn't come with a whole damn novel's worth of information. Yeah, I know, right? That's the only way you know. It's the only way. There was no internet. We had magazines and album covers back then. Yeah, exactly. All we had was Penthouse Mag and Babysitters. Yeah, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that, Jedi Mike? Is I was actually recently watching. I made my kids watch the last Starfighter. I made my kids watch The Last Starfighter the other day, and I completely forgot about it. Like, you know, you watch some of those old movies, you don't even think about it. But the little brother in that movie, and the kid couldn't have been even fucking 9 years old. The little brother in the movie, you know, he's sitting there like, and his brother takes off. He's all sneaking in, getting into his Penthouse magazines and shit. I'm like, that's great. But the thing is, like, you won't see fucking titty magazines and fucking Penthouse and all that bullshit in any of these fucking movies nowadays. As a matter of fact, if you did, could you imagine? Look. Can you imagine these days if they did that shit? You seen the little kid fucking going and getting a little Penthouse from under his brother's fucking blanket and everything, his mattress. People be like, oh, it's fucking pedos, it's fucking groomers out there, it's fucking groomers, and fucking little kids. It's true though, isn't it? It's like every single fucking time I get on Twitter, you see something else coming out. People are like, oh. Man, can I even say that shit without getting shadow banned? Maybe I shouldn't be saying. We'll just say rumors. Yeah, we'll drop the G. Just so we can get away with it. Rumors. Everybody talks rumors, right? I don't know, but it's so funny. You get on like every single time. It's like, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go. Where are we at? Sorry. I don't even know where we go at with that. But yeah, the CDs. Yeah. We had magazines and album covers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we was talking about. The Penthouse mag. Yeah, that's where we go. No, the first one. Yeah. Okay, he was in the first one. Interesting. Remember back in the day when we had nothing that they have today? Right. It's because of, that's the thing. It's because of us that they have that shit. It's because of us. Like the generation before us, they were like writing books and shit about sci-fi, like, ooh, all this cool shit. And like by our generation, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's some cool shit. We're gonna make that shit happen. I mean, not me in particular, but I helped. I was there on the sidelines cheering and shit. Like, yeah. Skating rinks in the 80s, good times. Yeah, absolutely. I still have a landline like Trin. I don't have a landline. No, yeah, I don't have a landline. I don't. Was not expecting to hear strong Hot Tub Time Machine feelings on it. Yeah, it's no. It's Hot Tub Time Machine 2. 2. Well, it's actually not about that because it doesn't exist. Redbox is new STD. I know, Redbox is probably where the monkeypox came from. The fucking monkeypox came from the goddamn Redbox, man. No, I'm not even going. Okay, no. We shouldn't even do that. It's terrible. Yeah, so better watch out. Yeah. Still remember landline, my house phone number growing up as a kid. Yeah. Oh, nice. Keep it in a box. You keep it in a box marked Cincinnati? Wait, whoa. What? The new Disneyland Hulk is wearing his Infinity time travel suit from Endgame, about 11 feet tall, and moves like a person in a fat suit. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I went to skating rinks in the 90s, and they always played the Mortal Kombat theme. Yeah, there was the combat theme. Yeah. Well, we had Speed Skate. When we did Speed Skate, they used to have Anthrax's version of Pipeline playing. Fucking great, man. It was a great one. It's a great one to Speed Skate to. Yeah. Oh my god, people will be so triggered. Yeah, right? Yeah, remember the movie Weird Science? Every Teen Boys. Oh yeah, Weird Science. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's just a rumor. It's not a tumor. Yeah. Weird Science is a wonderful movie for a young man. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. But speaking of like, okay, I guess we've kind of we've talked enough about beat around the bush about enough stuff, but in case you guys didn't know, like, oh man, since we're going no negativity allowed, only positivity. I just wanted to say that it's so funny, on the interwebs this week, I seen a bunch of wonderful people who were so excited. They were so excited about Young Ripper 59, Young Ripper, Eric D. July, and his Rippaverse comic. Everybody was so happy about ISOM. Oh, these totally great people. They were so excited. They were excited about Eric's warehouse. They were excited about how big it is. His warehouse. They're probably worried about how big it is too. But anyway, they're all worried about his warehouse. They're all excited when they see pictures of it, and when he shows pictures of it, and when they just have pictures of it that they share for thumbnails and videos and social media campaigns. People find it exciting. His photos. And to me, when people get excited like that, you guys know me. People get excited like that, I get excited too. And it makes me laugh. I get tickled with joy. When I see all these wonderful people on the interwebs overjoyed at finding Young Ripper 59's warehouse and seeing it. Finally seeing the truth. The truth behind the facade. Yeah, these happy people, they exposed Young Ripper 59 as... No, I can't say that. That's negative. They exposed him as... They found out he told a fib. Yeah. They found out he told a fib. He was lying. These wonderful people found out Young Ripper 59, he told a fib. He told a fib. Well, you know, thinking about it, I don't even know that he told a fib. I don't even know that he said anything about it. Maybe he didn't tell a fib at all. Maybe these wonderful people just have it all wrong. Maybe these wonderful people just have it all wrong. And whether they do or don't, it still makes me wonder, what do these wonderful people do all day that they spend time on the interwebs, like reverse searching and looking at photos? Believe me, plenty of people do this. Plenty of people do this. Like looking for stuff to, I don't know, act like they expose somebody or somebody pulled a fast one on them or something like that. I don't know. What do you call it? What do you call that? These wonderful people. It cracks me up though. It cracks me up. Seeing all these wonderful people excited about ISOM issue #1 and the and the storage facility that it's being kept in until all the books ship out next week. And you know what? As a matter of fact, these people are so excited about the book, they don't even think it's going to ship out. They don't even think it exists. Oh, these wonderful people. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So it's been interesting in seeing the lengths that people will go to when they expose these things. It just makes me think, like, y'all a bunch of fucking weirdos. Like, what the fuck are you guys like? These motherfuckers, like, look. These fucking people are so upset at this fucking guy. For whatever reason, I don't know. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you don't like a fucking person, I'm not gonna say you gotta like it. You don't gotta like a person. Look, nobody's gonna say you gotta like somebody. Fuck it. Like, I'm sure you have a good reason, right? I'm sure you have a good reason. But plenty of people, these wonderful people online, they have such these great reasons for why they dislike this guy. And watching these wonderful people, man, you can tell a lot of these people, like, I know because my daughter's recently started going to gymnastics, and I can see that there are some people who are fucking great at gymnastics, even at their age. I'm like, wow. And it makes me think when I see some of this stuff, like, man, a lot of these people are probably fucking great athletes. I mean, at least in two different categories of gymnastics, you know, that they could go to into the Olympics and probably get fucking gold. That's how good these people are at gymnastics. Because I've seen some of this shit online. These wonderful people just put this smile on my face that make me crack up. As I watch them perform their gymnastic routine. As I watch their floor routine, I'm sitting there like, oh, she's stuck the landing. Damn. Right? But it's just like, it's because to me, I like gymnastics and I love wonderful people. They put a smile on my face. It's entertaining to me seeing this, seeing the lengths that people will go through just to show how good they are, how great they look. It cracks me up. It's been a pretty funny week. It's been a pretty funny week. I've been seeing some of this shit. I've been seeing some of these things that these people are saying online. These wonderful people about some of this stuff. And man, it just makes me think. that these wonderful people must have everything so figured out in their lives that they have nothing else better to do. And that's okay, because gymnastics are healthy for you. Gymnastics are healthy. It's a physical activity. And one of these days, I can't wait to see these people perform these gymnastics on stage in front of the world for everybody to see. Not just on Twitter. Not just on YouTube. But that's just me. That's, yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Tried to get a job at Disney as Goofy. They're like, how about you be a prince? I was like, how about Goofy, bitch? I didn't get the job. Fucking assholes, man. Fucking assholes. What is this Ripper you speak of? Man behind the curtain. Yeah. Ripper the curtain. What? It's really a damn garage. What? Wait, what are you talking about? All the greats have garage. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Mm-hmm. Person with a wonderful imagination? Yes, there you go. There you go. There's another bitch that won't hire me. I told that dude I got a great idea that Glenn Beck will love, and he won't platform me because of politics. I'm fucking politics, man. It's always in politics, Aglax. It's always in politics. Young Ripper is a liar. Yeah. The gotcha games. Yeah. Gotta love them gotcha games. The gotcha games are almost as good as the gymnastics. It's almost as good. I hire all need video and script editors, basically everything. There you go. Yeah. They must dislike Merca. Yeah. If these dudes think the Blaze can't print and distribute a shitload of copies of a book, you have not been following Steven Crowder's career. Who's Steven Crowder? Yeah, the gymnast. Yeah, there you go. No. Ripper. He was an athlete. He was a runner. He did sprints. I don't think he did long distance. He was a sprinter. Yeah. My guilty pleasure is college cheerleading competitions and military band performances. There you go. Pole vaulting or volleyball, can't miss events. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. WRF is... Oh, is that what WTF? The fuck is gymnastics, I ask myself. Gymnastics? I don't know, man. It sounds pretty nasty, though. Sounds pretty nasty. But, you know... Like, getting into the real of shit. Getting into the real of things, guys. You know, one of the things I like to talk about here on this channel, and you can see by all the titles and everything I've been talking about, is like, look, guys, for me, you know, I'm one of those people who, like, I'm pretty easygoing. I've got my opinions, and believe me, like, on some shit, I've got some really strong opinions. But for the most part, when it comes to a lot of shit, I don't really care that much to sweat anything that much. That's not to say that I won't get here in a video or on a stream and play things up and have fun with it. But, you know, I see so much shit out there, and it really does, as entertaining as I find a lot of things, and it, like, a lot of shit really does make me laugh. A lot of it in the sense that it really kind of just makes me fucking cry inside. Seeing some of the shit that goes on in the world, and then seeing and knowing how a lot of people in the world are and how they act, and just that towards each other why they care so much about these things. And when I say these things about, I mean about others in the sense of what they care about. There's nothing wrong with caring for others. That's perfectly fine. It's good to be to think about other people's well-being and hoping that they're okay. And I think for the most part, most people actually really do want good things for other people. And there's really seriously just like some people out there who really don't give a fucking, they're like really assholes and they don't give a shit, and they probably do actually wish some of these people bad, or at least not even success. They don't wish them good, that's for fucking sure. And to me, I think that's just not good. I just don't think that's good. And that's one of the things that I think is, when I think about all these things and everything, is I find it fucking hilarious because it makes me fucking sad inside. It makes me want to fucking cry like a little bitch. Because I see a lot of this shit and I'm like, man, like, it's fucking sad, man. We've all got bigger shit to worry about. Bigger things out there to be worrying about than what some fucking guy puts on a fucking social media poster in a fucking thumbnail, talking about a warehouse, talking about his business and shit like that. Acting like it's a big fucking deal. Right? I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that even the man himself, Eric July, is innocent of anything. Sure, he's talked shit about other stuff as well. It's not that. It's not that. It's that some of these things people care so much about, and a lot of people who care so much about these kinds of things are these people who care about the community, who are tired of all those negative fucking grifters out there, those problematic people. When all these guys are out there doing is stirring the shit and just being dickheads too. Like, just because you don't like somebody, that's perfectly fine. If you don't like somebody, I'm not gonna say you gotta like them. You don't like a person, you don't like them. That's fine. But then some of these people go and they spend so much fucking time worrying about what somebody else is doing, what somebody else likes, somebody they don't even like, somebody they don't even fucking care about, somebody they know they hate. Yet, they go and follow everything they do. They watch every fucking video. Hate watching. Spend the time digging into these people's lives, trying to find out things to expose them. And look, there's nothing wrong with criticizing people. I'm not saying that. You can criticize somebody without going out there and being a creep. It makes me think about these people, and these people who are out there so worried about these toxic man babies, these neck beards. They're tired of these toxic people and their fandoms. When you're actually, these people who are doing this, exposing these assholes, are even fucking worse. The positivity that you think you're bringing to the community isn't fucking there. Spending all your time talking shit about some son of a bitch you don't like does nothing for positivity. Right? The positivity you want so much because you don't want to focus on the negativity. It does nothing for that. Interjecting yourself into other people's conversations or what somebody else is doing in their sense that's not harming you, and just jumping in there and getting in the mix and trying to cause a ruckus. Like, you're the problem. You don't have to be here. Why would you come to the crowd? Why would you do that? I mean, surely you could actually find somebody else who just maybe shares some of your opinions and some of your other things, and somebody that you can actually get along with, and you could get with that person, and you could just hang out with that person, talk about stuff like friends, and do that. And then what you can do after that is you guys get you got two of you, right? So instead of just having your double Dutch rudder for each other, you go and you get a third one. Like maybe the two of you can get a third friend and be like, hey, now you know what? We're starting a little group here. We got three people here who can get along and have some conversations. And those guys over there, fuck those guys. I don't need to go talk to those guys. Yeah, you can go talk to them if you want. I've already heard I need to hear from those guys. Go right ahead though, if you want to. We'll be here hanging out. You can do that. You can do that. I know it seems completely ridiculous, but you can actually do that. You can actually just ignore those guys over there and pay attention to your own shit. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. And like I've been talking about, it's always these same people who want everything to be more positive. There's too much negativity out there. That are those guys who are actually toxic man babies, the neckbeards. And in case you can't tell, I'm not saying stuff like gatekeeper, because gatekeeping, I don't see anything wrong with that. And and that's fine. You want to gatekeep your community, keep there's certain people you don't want around. That's okay. All you got to do when they come around is like, hey, we're over here doing our thing. We don't want you here. But most people, most of the places I hang out at, people are like, hey, come on in. It's okay. You can hang out with it. You can hang out with it, and you can have. Yeah, I know you got. Oh yeah, I know you got your stupid opinions too, but that's okay. You're free to have those opinions. Hang out with us. Yeah. But what the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know, right? How would I know? I'm not the one online fucking fighting with all these weirdos about what the fuck they think about The Little Mermaid, or what they think about Frost, or what the fuck they think about fucking President Biden or President Trump or fucking anything like that. Like, that's just not me. You know why? Because for the most part, I don't really give a fuck. Because I got my opinions, you got yours. You're free to have yours. If you want to talk about them, we can. But honestly, I'd really rather talk about some shit that I like. I'll talk about some shit that drives me crazy too. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I can take that all in stride too. Can you? But it really does make me sad seeing all this shit, seeing all these people. And, and I've talked about this before here over like the last couple of years while everything was going crazy with the pandemic, and seeing this huge decline in a lot of people's mental states when it comes to this kind of shit. And believe me, it's sad. It's sad as shit. But it's possible. You can make friends, and you can go out there and have fun with them friends. And that fun that you have with them friends, you can make fun of all those same people that you don't like. You can do all that shit. You just don't have to do it online and get on Twitter and fight with them about it, and get on YouTube and fight with them about it. You can just like talk with your friends in DMs or on your Discord or whatever. Like, look at us, fuck that guy. But so many of you just like want the attention of the people that you don't like. And the thing is, when I see this, people are like, oh, it's not attention. I just trying to let people know and beware. But when I see this, Like, why do you want that attention so bad? What is it? Like, if you want that person's attention, you just want to hang out with everybody and be, like, look, in most of the places I've been and hang out, people will let you fucking hang out and chat in the chats and all that shit. Like, most of the people that I ever meet in real life, let alone online, most of them are pretty easygoing and willing to have fun and joke around and all that shit. Most of them are. Some of them aren't. But some of them you keep around, right? Some of them you keep around is maybe that example to see, like, hey, guys, look right there. Right? No, you're cool. It's cool. You need a drink? All right. Well, we're getting ready to fire one up. It's all good. Right? It's all good. It's all good. Like, no, I just can't even say. Yeah. Anyway. I care about not caring about unconstructive opinions. Yeah. I am of service to all mankind. There you go. They seem like some tweet attention whores. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just talking about theories. Yes. Theories. Good. They have their heads with their asses, as my dad would say. There you go. Yeah. Constructive criticism. Yeah. Trending my man coach. Consistency. Yeah. Life coach. I think what he's doing is super interesting. There's these people trying to make Christian rock in different mediums now. He is doing comics, Ben Shapiro movies, all this ideology safe media. Well, time to shave the old neck. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of the. But you're still a neckbeard. Doesn't matter. Oh man. Or let's see. I'm a member of the I Don't Give a Fuck Club too. Right. Exactly. Lay back with my mind on my Star Wars and my what? Oh man, that's funny, Jedi Mike. But yeah, Star Wars MCU. And that's the thing. Like, look, and that's the thing. Like, look, is there's plenty of shit I don't like, and I can sit here and I can enjoy a conversation talking about even some shit that I don't like. Like, I could sit here and I could torture myself and go watch Thor Love and Thunder again. And I could come out here tomorrow and have a panel with fucking 3-4 other people that fucking love the movie. And I could have a great time talking to every single one of them people. And get along perfectly fine. Without saying, y'all like this piece of shit? Y'all some, like, fuck y'all. And say some offensive shit to get them all mad at me. Oh, I mean, I guess really all I'd have to say is, oh, this movie's woke! Fucking people, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's what it is. And it's okay. It's okay that you're one of those people, Aglax. It's okay that you're one of those people that cares so much about Eric July and his fucking comic book. Oh man, it's funny. It's seriously funny watching a bunch of this shit go down, man. Yeah. But then again, like some of it too is seeing like other people react right back to that shit. Like seeing some of like his supporters and fans and shit. They're like, yeah, everybody's like, eh. And that's why I always say. That's why I just stick with my very, very, very simple mantra. Y'all some fucking weirdos, man. Every single one of you. Every single one of you, man. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're one of them guys over there, one of them guys over there, that fucking guy right there, this guy right here, this guy right here. Y'all some fucking weirdos. Y'all some, like, seriously. Y'all some fucking weirdos about this shit. Um, yeah, it just cracks me up. It just cracks me up why people care so much. And I like to think that people have better things going on in their lives. And I also hate to discount things like saying shit like that too. Like, oh, you ain't got nothing better to do with your life or your time. Because maybe they have spare time. Maybe they have their shit figured out. Maybe, maybe they've got it all fucking figured out in their life. Like, I obviously don't. Because, like, I've got fucking 3 kids we're homeschooling, my business, I've got this thing, I've got my other gig, I've got a bunch of shit, my wife works with, like, everything. Going out and writing and shit. Like, I feel like, some of these people must really have their shit together. Must really have their shit together. And I just wish I could get there one of these days and have shit that figured out. That's what I wish for. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is. I think it is. The past couple of weeks, we've been talking about, well, I find like, look, I went and about my bike stuff, and we've had some very generous donations from some of the people who've been showing up in the live streams. Last week, I showed you guys my jersey. I got my new cycling jersey. It cost $100. Yeah, I know it was like $109. I got it though. I got it. But previous to that, I had gotten some new bibs and everything as well. And that shit's expensive. But what I did is I went out and I bought some more jerseys. I found some. I had to get online. But we got some more coming in. And I need them too, because you know what? Like we were talking about is I was talking with my mom. She came to visit, and so I was talking to her, and I even went to my local my local bike shop, I guess. Comic shop. Anyway, and it's not actually my it's not actually my local bike shop. It's just like it's the shop where I go to buy my bikes. I don't actually own. You know what? Fuck. How do I talk about anything? When I say my local bike shop, I don't mean like it's mine, like I own it. Okay, like it's not mine. It's not mine. I don't own it. How about this? How about this? How about this? The local bike shop where I go to get my bikes at. I was in there. I was in there and I was talking to him about kind of even something I was dealing with here the other day with my wife's car. But that is like I've got all these jerseys and everything, and a lot of them are old. I've got jerseys. I've got the first jersey I ever bought. I've got it still. The first cycling shorts I ever bought. I've got them still. The first bibs I ever bought. I got them still. And you know what? Chances are the first socks that I bought, cycling socks I bought, I probably fucking got them still. And I've been cycling since like fucking 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. And I've had this shit this long. And what happened was with the jersey thing is my zippers, they started busting, just getting old. They kind of oxidize and they just bust apart. Just because they're made of like this cheap metal. And just the washing and all that stuff, and they just get old. So like I've got these jerseys, and I was like, damn it, like you know what? I'm just gonna go buy some new zippers, and I'll take the old zipper off, and I'll just replace the zippers on them. I just had the jersey still, and get the new zipper on it and shit like that. And that's what I was and that's what I was talking about. I am frugal when it comes to things, but I'm not cheap. And when I was thinking about it, I'm like, bro, like I feel like I'm being cheap here. Like I'm gonna replace, and I started thinking about, I want to replace these zippers. I want to spend my time seam ripping and then replacing these zippers on these jerseys, these bicycling jerseys that I paid 80, maybe more dollars for, that I've had for like fucking 10 years easily. More like 12, 14 years. I was gonna go and fucking replace these zippers on fucking jerseys that are over a decade old. These jerseys are older than my fucking kids. Right? And I'm sitting there like I said, I'm frugal when it comes to shit. Definitely not cheap. My bicycle costs a lot of fucking money. But that's one of the things I was telling my mom about. I was even telling her at the bike shop, like I'm sitting here like worried about these jerseys, and I'm like, I just need, like, you know what? Just get some new fucking jerseys. Because even if I go spend fucking $120 on a brand new jersey, and that shit lasts me half as long as these other jerseys have, we're still talking 6 years. 6 years for a jersey that costs, say, $120, and none of them cost that much. None of them cost, the ones I bought, none of them cost that much. But like, well, the one I bought a couple weeks ago, it costs about that much. But like, none of them cost that much. And like, even if it did, 120 years or $120 in 6 years, what are we talking about here? Right? Exactly. We're talking about $20 a year. By the time you break that down into how much a month, what are we talking about here, right? What are we talking about here? We're talking a little over $1 a month. If you break it down per ride, we're talking even less, right? And that's what the thing, like the thing is, like, it's just thinking about $80 for a new jersey. Not thinking about how long it's gonna last. Nothing about how long it's gonna last. And that's what I was thinking, like, what am I doing? Just like the other day when I was talking about my wife's, I had to buy my wife new tires because I was doing the brakes, and all of a sudden the fucking brakes, I get the tires off to do the brakes, and I say, oh, we need new tires. Great. If I would have known that I needed to replace all 4 fucking tires and the brakes, I would have just, instead of trying to save myself $100 to do the brakes myself, I could have just took the fucking car, had the wheels done, had the brakes done at the same fucking place, and paid that little bit of extra money instead of doing all that shit myself. Because like, saving $100 in just replacing the brakes, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But by the time I'm sitting there, well, I had to take the rotors to get turned too. But then I've got to haul 4 fucking tires around, do all that. Like, I would have just paid them. I would have just fucking paid. I would have just paid them. I just paid them if I knew them fucking tires needed to be replaced. But it's just like the jerseys. I'm gonna go spend how much time ripping in a new zipper and doing this thing on a fucking jersey that's over a decade, on a jersey that's goddamn older than my kids. This makes you think it's nonsensical. But thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Quentin Time Podcast, again. Quentin Time Podcast been very generous. Zippers be busted. Yeah, they do. They do, man. They do. And I show, like, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do, like, look, I'm gonna do a thank you video for you guys too, and show you guys some of this stuff. Show you guys some of these jerseys and some of the shit that I'm talking about here. Maybe I'll show you some of the Marvel in the 2nd Street Marvel. Yeah. I know I sound like I'm joking, but I really want Eric July to write me a comic for fracking billionaires. I have an amazing idea. It'd be my greatest troll ever. I'm sure it would, Aglax. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. Can you see as well as your ma? What are you talking about? What? Oh, can I sew? I don't know about that. I don't know. Like, maybe. Who doesn't love coming here and just chilling with Trinity, listening to the stories? Yeah, I know. I'm such an old man. I've done so much. I've done so much in my short life. In these short 40, man, how many years has it been? been over 40. I'll tell you that. Been over 40. It's 40. It's not mid 40. It's not mid 40. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. At least I don't think. We're getting there though. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting older. Getting better though. Getting better. Kind of. Last year sure hurt. But yeah, I'll challenge my mom. I'll challenge my mom to a sew-off. Rhea, what is up? How are you doing? Rhea, the glimmering harpy. How are you doing? I hope all's going well with you. I seen, I know it was a couple weeks ago, but you had your trip that you went on to New York. Was it New York? Yeah, looked like a good time. Looked like a good time. And guys, make sure you go check out Rhea's channel. If you want to see a nice young lady do some gaming and stuff. The link's down there in the description as well. One of the Myrtle Maniacs. Yeah. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does, Aaron. It's down there in the it's in the bottom of the it's in the description. It's in the description down there. Yeah, Random Brad Creator, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hope all's going well down under. Yeah. If it's easier, my real name is Aaron. Yep. Aaron. Yeah. Me and Shin doing another podcast tomorrow night. Yeah. Gonna be a good catch up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mike Stanchill Porter with a member chat says, zip it zipper. Yeah. Gotta learn to sew with the kids as they learn. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do all that shit. I definitely like doing all that shit with my kids. Kind of show them, Mike Stanchill Porter with a super sticker. Oh, he's going on Neo on me. Give me a Neo sticker. With his lips sealed. Huh, what mouth? Oh man. Man, learning the drums at 40 is fun, but also everything hurts. Oh yeah, I've got a drum set. I wouldn't say that I'm a drummer, that I really know how to play them, or I have any formal training. But I can play them. I can play the drums. I can keep you a beat. I can play some stuff. Now, if you told me, hey man, do some bossa nova, I couldn't do it. Play some swing. Play some jazz. Yeah. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or I could go. Yeah, I know that was terrible, but I can do some stuff. I can play them. I can play them. Yeah, yeah. And calluses, man. You gotta be careful with them calluses too on your hands, man. Have a good night, guys. Oh, an early morning. All right. Yeah. To watch Vols versus Florida. I don't know what Vols is, but all right. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, my son, like, normally he's been having some soccer games, but his soccer game is a little later in the afternoon. A little later in the afternoon. But you have a good one, Star Wars MCU-OG. Yeah. Oh, damn. Trinity, well, I'll be 50 next year. I'm planning to bang up 50? Damn, Aaron. Fucking old, man. No, that's not bad. Like 50's like, cause like as I'm getting there, I'm like, man, like 50's really not that old. I don't know. Do I look that old? Do I look like I know I don't look all young and shit. Like I don't look like I'm in my 20s anymore, but I mean I look like I did when I was in my 20s, but not like I mean I look older, I'm aware enough to see and look at myself and be like, oh man, I look kind of old. I'm not gonna be one of those people. Remember when Kenobi came out and people were like, oh my god, Hayden Christensen still looks so young. I'm like, bitch, no he don't. You see all that little skinny in his face, and he got all that baby fat. It's gone. That little baby chubby, he's gone. He don't look like no kid. What are you talking about? He still look young. You kidding me? Anyone can jazz drum. Oh man. I have a YouTube channel where I post video versions, but it's also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other apps. Oh, video versions. What do you mean video versions? What? All good here. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Random Brad. Have to get good enough for the blues and jazz drumming. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'll probably just use it for my current audio production style. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Callous hands. Yeah, man, them drumsticks, dude, that's what they do. That's what they do, man. Jazz drum. Depends on how well you look after yourself. Yeah, it really does. It really does too, because like I'm telling you guys, go check out here on YouTube. If actually even if you go to my even if you go to the what do they call them, the recommended channels or suggested channels or whatever here on my page, you know, like they have the channels, like it's somewhere there near the about section. The about, I think it's channels. But one of them I've got on there is High Intensity Health, Mike Mutzel. You got to go check out his shit. He talks a lot about that kind of stuff too. But certainly, you can age well as you get older. A lot of that has to do with, you know what? Like, honestly, can we be honest? Like, one of the biggest, hugest fucking factors out there that really makes a lot of people not age so well is stress. Like, honestly, it's stress. Minimizing stress and things like that. It's a killer, man. It's a fucking killer. But aside from that, it's actually taking care of your health. Being aware of, you know, what you're eating good healthy foods, and actually working out. And, you know, just like, I like to work out, and I know, you know, like, why wouldn't lifting weights be good for me? But the more, you know, I sit there and watch videos, not just Mike Mutzel, even, because he has other doctors that come on and he talks about this shit with people who are doctors working in, like, in actual in practice, and who put this shit to fucking patients and shit like that. But the one thing that is absolutely fucking clear, especially in the world we live in now, you know, because everything's so convenient. It's not like everything was back in the day, but like strength training and how good it is for you, for your body, and things, and preventing things like aging. I mean, like, I mean, it comes down to everything, to your bones, to your organs, your tissues, everything, fucking mind, your cognition, everything. Stress affects it all too, but the strength training and how good it is for you. You know, they also say that, you know, that like another good indicator of somebody's health and their longevity is their stride, their walking stride. Like, if they, like, just how they walk, another good indicator. Just some of the things, just like crazy shit out there. I'm telling you, you need to go check out High Intensity Health, some absolutely great shit. But when you go and you see all these videos and see some of the things that they're talking about, so you see Mike Mutzel talking about some of these things, you know, whether it's some of the workouts, some of the, like, strength training, whether it's eating right and shit like this, you start getting into it and, like, you think about it, and it's like, a lot of this shit is really fucking self-explanatory. It shouldn't be rocket science that if you want to lose weight, you should eat healthy foods and cut out garbage food. That shouldn't be fucking hard at all. You should work out. You should be doing things to raise your heart, things to be active. That shouldn't take a fucking doctor with the fucking degrees to tell you. It shouldn't take any kind of doctor to tell you that you should take care of your health, whether it's your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. I don't know if there's any doctors that are going to talk to you about that, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it definitely depends on how well you take care of yourself. Because there's plenty of people out there. I mean, you see him, you're like, wow, man, that dude's that old. Like, even, like, look, we all know black don't crack, man. We know black people, like, some black people age fucking well. Like, you look at Samuel L. Jackson a lot of the time, you see his ass, you're like, dude, there's no way that dude's like fucking 90. Nah, he's not 90, but he's getting up there in age. Dude, he's old as shit. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Trinity, we ain't old, yeah. It's the notes you don't. It's the notes you don't play, man. Puts out cigarette. Right. um. Good kettlebell routine, a simple one, can go a long ways. A long way for guys in our age group. Yeah. Nah, that's not enough. It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. But I will say, a good kettlebell routine, yeah, it'd be good for you. It'd be good for you. But you definitely got to do things to make changes, to make actual changes. But you know, like honestly, another thing even better than like even that is if you can find something that you just enjoy doing, like a good hobby, like you know, like I'll guarantee you one that's actually really great is like gardening, because you're not just sitting there just fucking planting tulips and watering them. And you're not just doing that. Like, there's a lot of shit you gotta do. But then, like, just anything. There's plenty of things you could do out there that are actually good and fucking for you. So yeah. Mike Porter with the $5 super chat says, "What do you call a fast group of animals that looks like that likes to eat pizzas?" Zippity Zooza. Mike Porter.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man, that's funny. Thank you so much, Mike Porter, for the $5 super chat. Yeah, it's Mike. What? Who's Mike? Yeah, Mike Mutzel. Yeah, kettlebell swings go a long way. Just that one exercise. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kettlebell swings and Turkish get-ups. What's a Turkish get-up? I don't know. I don't know what all that is. Sex is really good for you? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's fucking sex is really good for you. Absolutely. Yeah. 10K steps per day. There you go. But you gotta do more than that, Mike. You gotta do more than just sex and walking, although the sex. Yeah. But you need more. You need more. Sam Jackson is 65. I'm down to 60. Yeah. Yeah, some folks need help to take care of themselves. Absolutely. Yeah. Madonna 60. Yeah. Shit, a high interval routine with kettlebell should be enough. Yeah, it should be, but you need more. Just go more. Look up Mark Wildman programs. All right. Good kettle cook popcorn routine. Oh man. Turkish get-ups are another kettlebell exercise that's full body. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, see me, like, I don't know, like I like, and here's the thing, like when it comes to working out, like I like switching up and doing like a bunch of different shit, cuz like I've got all my dumbbells and I definitely like doing, just like doing curls and shit like that, but I also like doing other things like switching it up too, switching it up. But it's so funny, like I've been watching some of like the some of the fitness YouTubers, and it's so funny because like some of these fitness YouTubers, dude, they're just like all these fucking fan YouTubers. People like, they're just like the geeks and the gamers and the these and the that's and all these other, they're just like, it's the same shit, because you go watch all these fitness YouTubers and they're all fucking fighting with each other and criticizing each other. It's fucking hilarious. Like, and like some of them, like there's one guy I found, I subscribed to his channel. I'm like, yeah, I like his shit, because like some of the things he does, he's just like he used to be an IFBB pro and all this shit, but he's also a coach. So what he'll do is like he'll take these routines and break them down, and he's like look, you can do all this shit. Some of it's fine, some of it's a little advanced, but some of the shit you just shouldn't be doing. But some of it, here's why you shouldn't be doing it, because you're sitting here doing all this and that. He's like, just do a fucking curl. Just do a fight. Like, it's better for you and better for your biceps. It's gonna give you more results if you just do a basic fucking curl than fucking sitting here doing all this, whatever, fucking just however, whatever new curl style somebody's doing, It's like, just do a plain fucking curl, you know, like people doing this stuff with, you know, all this shit. Like one he showed that I thought was fucking hilarious was they were sitting there. I can't remember if but he was on a balance ball. He was on a balance ball, and he's sitting there like on his knees on this balance ball, balancing, like got these weights trying to do like fucking shoulder presses or something. It's like, like, yeah, why would you try that? Why would you even want to do that? Like, I get it. I mean, because somebody's gonna make the argument, you know, you get in your core and everything, like even through your hips and everything, like trying to balance it. You're off balance, so you're trying to fight it and all that. Yeah, sure. There's an argument to be made for some of that shit. But sitting there trying to like be all buff and like do like getting there on the what you're trying to do with the weights, you don't even have to do that. You could just get on the ball and just balance on the ball and be working all that connecting tissue that you would talk about, like you're balancing yourself, you're off balance. Like, you don't have to do this with fucking 20s in your hand to fucking like get that. It's the same shit out of the exercise, and you probably work your shoulders out a little bit better. But just shit like that. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's fucking funny channel, dude. Cracks me up. But seeing some of that shit, dude, like seeing some of these people, like, man, like everybody, like that's the thing, and no matter, and that's the thing, it's just kind of what I'm talking about, all this negativity and everything. Like, look, the criticism is out there. People think that everything that's criticism is negative these days, and that's part of it, because you see some of these fucking guys going on even through these drama fucking fitness channels. It cracks me up. Where they're sitting there like, yeah, they got their own little drama and shit that they're doing, but it just cracks me up that it's really something that's in everything, right? Something that's in everything. And it's fine. And that's the thing. Is like people always act like, oh, these Star Wars fandom is so terrible. These MCU stands are so terrible. And like, man, that shit's everywhere. That shit's everywhere. All of these people be fighting about all kinds of shit. Exercise modalities and shit. It's fucking funny, man. Cracks me up. It cracks me up. And that's one of the things I like I said, for me, like, I guess that's where I fall into a lot of the stuff, because like me, like I enjoy seeing the discourse, even though so many times there's certain people out there that I always just want to be like, just stop, just slow down, just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. You focus too much on the people you don't like. Pay attention to the people you do like. Go hug your kids, kiss your wife. Your neighbor did. No. Yeah, it can definitely get boring. But my heart rate goes crazy with the hit kettlebell sessions. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know, I've never done a kettlebell session. I'm not gonna say that it's completely stupid and pointless or anything. But it only makes me think when seeing something, because even like with CrossFit too, I think the same thing. I think, what are you trying to do there? You know, like, what are you trying to do? And that's why I just like the classic shit. The classic, you know, do some curls, fucking do some shoulder flies, you know, do some fucking pull-ups. You know, do some fucking bench press, some push-ups. Shit, I wish I had a cable machine. I'm working on it. I want to get a cable machine. But doing some fucking cable flies. Just doing the classic shit. Because the thing is, like, just trying to build the lean muscle. And I feel like, and here's the thing, and the reason I say that is because, like, when it comes down to it, it just depends on what you're trying to do or why, I suppose, more than anything. Because when you're lifting weights, you're trying to build muscle, right? You want to build muscle, and you can get confusion and shit. But the best way to do that is obviously concentrate on the muscle itself, the contraction, whatever it is you're doing, be it squats, curls, whatever. You want to build the muscle. But especially as a cyclist, I know one thing is and you're talking about just like hit with kettlebells, is that me lifting weights does zero for my, how would you say, cardio health, my longevity, as far as that's concerned, because it doesn't matter, like I said, putting on like, and that's one of the things, like, too, especially because like, you got certain times when you do certain things, like, you don't see, you won't ever see a cyclist doing like fucking heavy workouts or anything during riding season at all. When it's time to ride, it's time to fucking ride, because the muscle does, like, those muscles don't do you any good while you're on the bike. You're pretty much, the best thing is your heart muscle and your leg muscles. All the other muscles count, but like having big shoulders and big fucking biceps and triceps and fucking lats and all that shit don't mean shit when you're on the bike. It don't mean shit. You need to build up your heart health. But you're not going to build up your heart health and being able to do that lifting weights. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is because, like, yeah, and I'm sure there's people out there that have the answers to all that, but, like, to me, it seems like it would be more worth your time to actually just do a strength training workout, and then later, maybe the same day if you want, go do some cardio. But I will say it's honestly really hard to do both, because your body, just the way it's going to react, especially your heart, and it would depend on what order you do the workouts in as well, because typically I'm going to go for a bike ride first before I lift any weights, especially if it's riding season. I'm going to go ride, lift weights. The riding is the priority. Want to get faster, want to be more efficient, the riding comes first. And then maybe I'll do a workout then. But then you're more tired. You can't lift as much. But then when I'm trying to lift, like when it's like I'm putting in more miles, it's more maintenance. It's more maintenance. But then, because, like, again, a lot of those changes are just hard to do at the same time, especially if you're doing those together at the same time. Doing the high intensity interval training along with weights. I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of science to it. And yeah, I mean, sure, combining it, if you've got a small window to work out in, probably definitely, it's better than nothing. It's better than not doing anything. I would never say don't do it, but it just makes me think, again, I guess it just comes down to goals. What are your goals? What are you looking to do? What are you looking to do? I think that's probably what it would matter more. And I'm not a certified trainer or anything. I'm just saying, I know through this shit that I've done and the exercise modalities and the training fucking schedules and shit that I followed, like, it's always kind of like that. Like, I'm not ever really trying to build up my heart health and build up my cardio, like going out and riding and shit while I'm lifting at the same time too. Now, I do lift and I do ride, but a lot of times, like, I'll either alternate days, and if I do them the same days, the ride's first because that's the priority, and I'll come home and I'll lift some weights. But, like, it's almost always kind of like just that. Like, it's kind of one or the other. But yeah, mixing it up, yeah, because it can get boring. But yeah, if you want your heart rate to go crazy, I'm telling you, get on a bike. Get on a bike. If you're worried about it, and you want something that's good for your joints, because running definitely bad for your joints, but probably work a lot better. But get a bike and go out riding. You want your heart rate up there? Get on a bike. Get your ass pedaling. Get your little computer so you can track your RPMs. Get your pedals spinning at above 90 RPMs per minute. Get them over 90, and you're good. You're good to go. Your heart rate's gonna go up there. And the thing is, when you're going riding, is you're going out there for X amount of time. But again, it depends on how much you want to do. Because, like, when I go out and ride, like, you can't always go hard, but you also don't always want to just go at that tempo pace either. You got to kind of mix it up. You got to have some easy days, some harder days, some rough days, some fucking days where you just mix it up. Yeah. You ever chuck a medicine ball at someone and knock them down? Hilarious. No, I haven't. That's funny though. Glitter and duct tape. Thank you so much for being here. Says I lift weights, do yoga and ballet, so I won't get bored. There you go. Absolutely. Lifting weights, good. Yoga. I fucking love yoga. Yoga's great, man. Yoga is really good. It leaves you feeling, like, it always leaves me feeling tired, and I always feel it the next day. Because, like, it's stretching, but, man, that shit works your muscles. And it's also so good for your mind. It's also so good for your mind, too. But, yeah. Yeah, and ballet. I've never done ballet. I've never done ballet. But, interesting. Interesting. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Glitter and Duct Tape. I hope all's going well with you. You know, the fights between the knitting YouTubers. There probably is fights between... There probably is. I mix that up. Sometimes kettlebell. Most of the time, free weights, long walks, jogging up hills. Need to get back on into the bike riding. Yeah, man. I don't do weird balance ball shit. I do. But not like some of the weird shit you see people doing. Like, I get on it for balance exercises specifically. For the stuff that actually makes sense. Sex swing core workout. There you go, Mike. There you go. Mike's got his sex swing. Oh, but kettlebells are legit. Yeah, I want to get some. You know what I think is really funny is, have you seen those Thor hammers they got out there? They got those big fucking hammers that people were working out with now. Like, it's got a weight on the end, and it's got a hammer. It looks like Mjolnir. It's fucking hilarious. I see that shit all over YouTube, and I'm like, somebody's gonna fucking break their wrist, and they're gonna regret that shit. I used to walk 2 miles a day to work. Then I went got a job that is a 2-minute walk up the street from me. Yeah, I can't do the Olympic stuff. I don't have time for that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it doesn't take too much time. You just got to mix it up and place it in your day right. Do it like, that's why I do all my shit in the morning. Let's see. Before that, I used to walk 5 miles to work, 5 miles back each day. Yeah, that's a lot. That's quite a bit. We used to do deadlifts, walking in the snow both ways to squish something. Your exercise modality is so mid. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Make some great points. Just stay active when you get older. Don't melt into the couch, smashing smokes and booze, watching TV and playing those PC games. You'll be good to go. Yeah, absolutely. No squirting. Oh, man. Oh, shit. You're funny, Mike. That's funny. Kettlebells have practical science to back it. Everything has practical science to back it up. TV addiction sucks for real. Yeah, it does. Just get a stair stepper. Get a stair climber. Watch your TV in front of the stair climber. The Russians love kettlebells too. Yeah. No, I think kettlebells are fine. But like thinking of like doing HIIT workouts combined with that. Like, I do them separate. Like, you're not like, that's the thing. Are you doing HIIT and a kettlebell workout? Like I don't know. I've never done one, so like I don't know. Cardio is complicated. Well, yeah, and the thing is that technically, like, when talking about cardio, like, it's just such a broad term, but it's such not the right term for everything. Because pretty much anything that makes your heart work is cardio. That could technically be weights, but it's, man, what do they call it? I can't even remember. There's a different kind of term that people are using for it. That kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. It's not just cardio. Cardio is like a catch-all term, but yeah. And the thing about cardio though, is getting your heart rate up there. It's not like you just go out there and you can just do it and do it. Like, it takes time to build. You know, in the sense that just like your muscles take time to build and get bigger, right? To go from flab to fab, or go from fat to skinny to getting lean muscle, or even just building muscle altogether. In the sense that it takes time, and you can't rush it. So basically, like a lot of rides, if you're like say a cyclist, a lot of the rides that you're doing is pretty much just like getting out there, going to spin, like getting your heart rate up into probably like a zone 2. So you're pushing, but you're not pushing hard most of the time. And just sitting there, just spinning it out for an hour, for an hour and a half, for 2 hours. And the thing is as time goes on, you're really only supposed to go small increments of increases every single workout to get where you are. And that's why you've also got to mix it up too, because you don't just want to go at that tempo pace for that extended amount of time. Like you want to mix it up too, because doing the tempo pace for say 2 hours, that gets you good used to being able to ride solid 2 hours, and probably even more than that, a good solid pedaling for 2 hours, as opposed to, and then obviously you want to mix in things where you're doing sprints and shit like that. It's going to help with hill climbing. Hill climbing is going to be good for you. And when the way you climb hills is going to be, like, because sometimes when you're going and you're doing hill training, sometimes you're going to be in your seat, sitting there, spinning at 90 RPMs up the hill. And then there's going to be times where it's like, okay, what it's time to do today is you're going to go get on your climb, and you're going to be out of the saddle. I don't know that they do that a whole lot either, out of the saddle training. But you're going to be out of the saddle, and you're going to keep your RPMs above 60 and blah, blah, blah. And you want to keep your power, your heart rate, or whatever at this, and you're going to do that for 3 minutes. Go with this smashing tempo, and then you're going to back down, and then you're going to take a minute rest, and you're going to go for another 3 minutes, and you're going to take a minute rest, and you're going to go for another 3 minutes as you're going up this climb. Or maybe you're just going to smash the climb, there's different extra, but it's not just all like, yeah, I think you get it. The better you take care of yourself in your younger years, the better you live in your 50s and up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Jedi mind all night long. Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gets my heart rate up too a lot, but it does shit for running cardio. Right. Yeah, absolutely. You can build a different kind of cardio depending on activity. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it really all kind of depends. Like I said, it depends on what it really it depends on what you're doing. Jedi Mike, I like that trim. Oh man, that's funny. Disagree with that. You can build heart health with HIIT workouts, but HIIT workouts, well, depending on what you're doing, that's the thing is, are you doing HIIT workouts with weights? That's what I don't get, like, when you're talking about with kettlebells, because HIIT workouts for sure, they're good for you. The high intensity interval training, but no, are you that's what I'm saying, are you doing it with weights, like you're in cross training kind of shit? That's what I can't figure out. If you're doing them, you're doing a kettlebell routine, then you get done with that and you do a HIIT workout, yeah, because you're separating it. But I mean, doing HIIT and at the same time. That's what I mean. But yeah, no, HIIT workouts are good for you. HIIT workouts are good because I even do those because one of the other programs I do is Insanity. Doing that one, that's pretty much all it is. Doing a bunch of calisthenics, jumping jacks, push-ups, and all that kind of shit. And they go and kind of like I was just talking about, raising your heart for X amount of time, then taking a break really quick, and then raising it again. Yeah, no, that's good for you. Yeah. Kettlebells just so happen to build strength and heart health. But yeah, I mean, lifting weights does that too. Like I said, it just depends. It all depends on, like I said, again, it comes down to goals. What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? Used to bike from Brooklyn to Midtown Manhattan and back every day for work. Did nothing for my jiu-jitsu cardio. Nah. Because when you're doing the jiu-jitsu, you're still engaging, you're engaging your whole body into that. You're engaging your whole body into that. And that's why, like, because even running cardio doesn't transfer to your bike also. Like obviously your heart can keep up, but like it's just different. It's just, like they're all just different. But if anything, running would probably transfer to bike better than bike to run. But yeah. But also because like for your jujitsu cardio, what would probably do good for that is probably a punching bag, boxing routine, just time on that. Like that, aside from doing the jujitsu itself, that's what it would be doing. And that's why, depending on what you want to do, that's why, for the most part, like I said, cyclists, you won't see cyclists like talking about their weight training routine. Most of them aren't going to do it. Because that's not their thing. It's not like they never lift weights, but they need to be on the bike. That's what it does. It's the muscle memory and all that kind of stuff. It's like whatever you're trying to do is what you need to stick to. If you're trying to be a marathon runner, you don't need to spend a lot of time in the gym. You don't need to spend a lot of time on the bike. You don't need to spend a lot of time swimming. You'll probably do some of that shit, but for the most part, you just need to run, Only that, man. Aaron, that's funny. Oh, man. Yeah. Call me Cardio B. Walking is good. Walking is good. Well, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily that it's good cardio, but walking is good for you. It's good for you, especially if you do a lot of it. It's good for you. I do 90 RBM seated desk bike in my morning Zoom. Yogurt? I love yogurt. Walk 15 minutes per mile, 10,000 steps per day, down to 20 pounds. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's good. Like, walking's just not my thing. Walking's just not my thing. I'd rather run, but I've lost many friends to running. Oh, that's funny. You too, I'm living the dream. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely glitter and duct tape. Greek yogurt. Prebiotic fiber drink. There you go. Activia. Yeah, those hammers like a bit silly, but hey, if it works for me, yeah, man. I don't know, man. That somebody gonna hurt themselves with them hammers. I see I've confused you. So the hit, you do set of 20 with 26-pound kettlebells for swings with 30 seconds to 1 minute rest and 30 seconds. So you're just basically lifting weights. Just basically lifting weights. Yeah. With compound movements. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. But I see what you're saying. Like when you're like, because I thought what you're talking about, because like I said, with the insanity workouts, the their hit workouts, which really that's just going hard for so long and then taking a rest and then going again and taking a rest. But because like with what they're doing is like a lot of calisthenics, jumping jacks, push-ups, and all the shit. I thought you meant you're doing that and then doing some kettlebell shit, and then hitting the kettlebells and doing. I'm like, man, yeah, it seems counterproductive. Like do your kettlebell workout and then do some fucking like cardio shit later. But I see what you're talking about. Okay, you're talking about the actual workout itself. So they're calling it a hit because you go for 30. Okay, yeah, exactly. Like you're saying, yeah. And repeat that 10 times. Okay, I get what you're saying. I thought you meant you were doing like a hit, like kind of just like cardio routine, and then you were doing that. I'm just like, ugh, like I wouldn't want to do that. That's like just go do some cardio and then come back and do your kettlebell routine. But I see that's the routine, and that's the thing. I haven't done a kettlebell routine, so I know like they're using like applying, I guess, the same terminology to that, and it makes sense. That makes sense. Low impact circuit training and can be rad cardio. Are you talking about sex again, Mike? So 10 times 20, yeah. Increase the weight over time. Keep it working. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Well, and the thing I always thought was silly when I see people do is training with chains. Training with chains. I always thought like, that's stupid. Why would you fucking train with chains? Just slap some fucking extra weight on the fucking bar. And then like I was watching a video and I'm like, oh yeah, duh, that like it totally makes sense now. The chain thing. Like when people put chains over the bar, and then they're sitting there doing squats or whatever it is they're doing, it's because like if you're like say you're doing squats and say you had chains on that shit, as you go down, it gets lighter, right? The weight gets lighter because there's less chain there dangling. But as you go up, it progressively gets heavier as you go up. I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, I was like, that makes sense. Duh. So hit isn't just a for a specific thing. Yeah, yeah, and that's where I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, okay, yeah, like you're just talking about a hit workout within the confines of what you're doing. Yeah, I'm just finally catching up with the chat now. It's not about chasing all muscle with the kettlebells. It's about mobility, stabilizing muscle, and dynamic strength. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what. Yeah, and that's yeah. The actual kettlebell workout routine. Yeah. I got you. We got there. We got there eventually. 100-meter sprint every 400 meters is awesome. Is an awesome hard workout. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Destroy that like button. Absolutely destroy it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, wait. The like button. Of that machine, a good steady buildup of heart rate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tried rowing for a while for cardio, but that was more annoying than anything. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think rowing could be fun if incorporated in a good session. You know, I think it could be fun. But I wouldn't want to do it as the workout itself. Go walk at altitude in in Apple Valley. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. People face smash the like button. There you go. StarWarsMCU-OG like that. Hit just how time you work on and off. Yeah. So it contained to cardio workout. Yeah. No. Yeah. What I just thought when you were saying that, I thought you were talking about. Yeah, we went there already. Yeah, because I thought you were talking about like doing. I'm like, dude, why would you like? No. Why would you do that? Like that's like me just like riding my bike for around the block and then coming back and fucking doing some curls and doing some push-ups and then getting on my bike and going riding around the block and then coming back and doing some fucking tricep extensions and doing fucking some shoulders and then riding around the block again really quick. It's like, no. Or doing some jumping jacks in between. Yeah, yeah, I thought that, like, yeah. Because, like, believe me, like I said, like when I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there thinking of like watching some silly motherfucker doing like CrossFit shit. I'm like, that's where CrossFit. Okay, you're talking. I'm like, you're talking about CrossFit. Avoiding rest is great for cardio training, right? I've been doing insanity since 2015. Sober 7 years next week. There you go. Oh man, Nick Wilson, what is up? Did Mike Porter fall asleep again? Did Mike Porter fall asleep again? I hope you're doing well, Nick Wilson. Running from the cops, expensive personal training. Yes. Putting rest is a form of exercise. Fight me. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Okay, let's see. Let's see. That shake weight Thor hammer looks like a double-sided dildo. Yeah. It is. Let's see. That's the Chingon workout. Invading police. Exactly. Yeah, that is. Well, he wears them on his neck for some reason. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I finally caught up to the chat. Man, it's 10:30. Holy shit. Guys, I gotta get to sleep. Why you guys keep me here talking so long? That's all your guys' fault. But anyway, I do need to bring this to an end so I can get inside, go get some rest, get ready for tomorrow, and wake up, go for a bike ride. Got my son's game. My son's got a soccer game. They got photos we're going to take tomorrow. I got a website now. Not for the channel, for my business. For my business. Yeah. I've got a website now. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. thepeanutpeddler.com. Oh, the chains. Yeah, the chains. Yeah. 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 The chains. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I've probably seen Dwayne Johnson doing some of that too. But I always remember seeing all the chains dangling off people's bars. I'm like, what are they doing that for? Just fucking add some more weight on that shit. But yeah, it's because it progressively gets heavier as you go up and then lighter as you come back down. I'm like, oh well. Once somebody actually just made me think about it, it made sense. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. You all have hold on. Dang, I almost did something. What was I thinking? What was I thinking there? I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know. Anyway, all right. But anyway, yeah. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. You all have a very good day. You all have a very good day. Oh, dang it. What the heck? What the heck? I don't know. This thing's acting. There we go. This thing's acting weird on me. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to be doing a stream and everything here pretty soon for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway. We're going to announce all that. We're going to have some fun and all that kinds of stuff. But thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day. Have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next video or live stream. Later. Folks, I have a confession to make. Anytime you've seen me in my videos talking about being in my studio, I don't actually have a studio. I'm in my messy ass garage. Anytime you've seen my videos talking about my local comic book shop, I don't actually own a local comic book shop. It's just the place I buy all my comic books at. But that young Ripper is a lying grifter. He won't even show us his warehouse.